맞다, 응나다.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day. Sometimes, stopping to take a break can help you go further.
Roger that. What's it? Locking in. Sustain fire.
Get away from me!
Roger that.
What's this?
Watch your surroundings.
I'm here.
Ready and waiting.
Sokaku, ready. Is it work time? I'm sorry.
Is something the matter? Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
Commission start. Objective, clear abandoned skyscraper.
Andy, reporting in. Andy, here to support.
A pretty good deal.
Can we buy movie tickets with...
Would you like me to hold on to these for you?
Dear coins, just like in that movie. little off.
Stay where you are! Sustain fire!
Confirmed. Neutralize. Oh, thank you.
Soldier 11. Soldier 11, ready to support.
You want to
Continue the operation and complete abandoned skyscraper, interior.
If they're heavy,
The cutting hairs. Need some help?
This time it's on the house.
Locking in. Roger that. Watch out!
I also like picking things up, like data fragments.
I trust your judgment. Ready.
I want a bonus for this! Counter!
A small win. I've got your 6.
Nice try!
Flame.
Obey me! You asked for it!
Cease and desist. They should be useful. Tactical support materials. I suggest taking them.
Continue the operation and complete abandoned sky.
I like this one too.
I also like picking things up, like data fragments.
Support items received. Good. Prepare to burn! You asked for it. Cease and desist. These flames never die! The pressure's on board. Ain't done yet! Buckle up! Target acquired. Stand down! Surrender! Just don't even try it. You're surrounded! Who's ready? Be ready! Yeah. Don't worry.
What's this? Here comes a big one.
Suppressor K-22! Maximum firepower! The mission isn't over yet. Yep. Drop the weapon! Bullseye. Damn, it's recovering. Is all good? No restrictions! Fire at will! Fire's ready! Stand down! Surrender! Sustain fire! They're ambushing. Don't worry. I'll fight till the end. Better clear out.
it's you. I was just about to go into the video store to see you.
Do you want to watch the heartbeat together?
Watch it together. If you don't mind, sure. It's over. The heartbeat was as good as I remember. Especially the ending scene. When the mother finally finds her child in the hollow, and the two of them embrace. No matter how many times I watch it, that scene always moves me. Were you moved to tears just now? Nicole says it doesn't count as crying if you don't make any sound. So, I wasn't crying, right? Oh, is it okay if I come by the video store again and get some movie recommendations from you? I'll pay, of course.
Sure, anytime.
Thanks a lot for today.
Manager! Perfect! There's something I wanted your help with. I'm thinking of switching lubricant brands. Should I go for a thinner one or a thicker one?
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Just talking about the oil I use to maintain my firearms, don't you know?
So that's what you meant.
Oh, I get it. You thought I was talking about something else. Robot lubricant. You're right. My mechanical joints do need a lot of lubricating oil. Manager, you sure care about me.
Not really. And we're getting off topic.
Okay. I just thought maybe that Bangbu of yours at the store uses the same stuff, and wanted to pick your brains. Now, which one should I choose? It's a shame I've only got enough to buy one type this month. Otherwise, I'd get both.
How about we flip a coin?
Great idea! When you can't decide, it's best to leave it up to fate. That's why you're the manager. 'Cause of all that real-life wisdom.
Thanks.
Thanks, manager. I'll let you know how things go with those two lubricants. Don't hesitate to call me if you need anything.
What are the odds? I've been looking for you. You've got the movie The First Piece of Soil, right? Let me watch it. Well, seeing as you're here, wanna watch it together? Huh? Go over to your place to watch a movie together? I guess I don't mind. But you have to promise me one thing first. Don't worry, I'm not into anything weird. What kind of junk rattles around in your head all day long? If you watch The First Piece of Soil and want to learn the secrets of the Mayflower family, you have to promise not to compete with me in the Hollows. And even if we do compete, it has to be healthy competition. You think too much. I promise I won't compete with you. Great! You have to keep your word now. What was that? That was more like a documentary puff piece rather than having any actual useful business advice. But the end was pretty touching. I think it's more Anby's type of movie. Were you disappointed with it? Nah, it wasn't disappointing. I learned something at least. Like, we should trust in the power of friendship. After all, I'm friends with the best video store manager in all New Eridu. Of course I'm going to work with you. So, can you recommend some movies with some business advice next time?
Sure, leave it to me.
No wonder you're my friend. So loyal. I'm counting on you.
Ready and waiting. Awaiting further Huh? Is something the matter? Awaiting further instructions.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Public Security Officer Jing Yi.
May I know the specific request you have for public security community service?
Shh, hold on for a second.
Oh, is that you, manager? My apologies. I didn't recognize you while I was in autopilot mode. What are you two?
If even androids can understand the meaning of life, then perhaps humans can too.
Finished. What a classic.
What are you watching so intently?
Endbringer 2! Have you seen it, Chingy? I've been meaning to recommend it to you.
Hold on. Just give me a second. And done. I speed-watched the whole thing. It's about an E-800 model android protecting a little girl amidst the perilous apocalypse, supporting each other through thick and thin. They gradually become attached to one another, but in the end have no choice but to part ways. The plot's decent enough, I suppose.
So you actually went and looked up spoilers. Watching movies like that is a real waste, officer.
I didn't look up spoilers. I simply extracted the movie from the database for data analysis and pattern recognition.
Master, this is technical jargon of an advanced artificial consciousness. Allow me to translate for you. Yes, Chingy essentially read spoilers.
The smart voice assistant you two are using seems to have quite the unique personality setting loaded into it. Ah, right. I happen to have a work-related matter which requires your assistance. I need to borrow some tapes to further analyze human behavior. Horror movies, to be exact. With mysterious forces at play, the more the better. It's for Public Security's community service program.
Huh? Just curious, but what kind of community service are you talking about?
I can tell you find the whole thing a little unusual too. Actually, I also think this community service is somewhat dull.
Which is why you activated autopilot mode, right? If only I could also handle tedious tasks while catching up on sleep.
Tedious. Ha, ha. As if the mere word tedious could encompass everything. It all began when the bigwigs at Public Security realized that no matter how many decrees they make, Internaut is still unstoppable. As a result, who else other than Officer Juyuan proposed a strategy of guiding rather than blocking? Citizens have a real need to face the Hollows and can't always turn to Public Security for everything. So Internaut has naturally appeared to meet those needs. If only every Public Security officer could dedicate a set amount of time to community service, helping citizens with their actual problems. Once we establish trust between citizens and Public Security, then the plan to completely eradicate Internaut will have taken its first step.
That plan would nip the problem in the bud.
Indeed, Zhu Yuan proposing such a comprehensive plan is really reassuring.
It is a good plan. However, for some reason, I sense that you two might not be completely sincere. Never mind. I suppose I'm not entirely sincere myself, mainly due to the absurd demands citizens are making. For example, testing whether their fiancé would flirt with other women behind their back. Or, I suspect there's some mysterious force at work on 6th Street. Please deal with it, officer. What's worse is my assigned partner today. Ugh, that guy. One second he's proclaiming that though community service seems a little trivial, he's determined and dedicated to taking up that task. Then, before I even finished a sip of hot water, he goes bolting off on another case somewhere else, like a gust of wind weaving through the mountains. Young people these days.
Solving cases with a public security officer. Isn't it just like the plot of that one movie? I'm up for it. Count me in.
I never expected the manager to be interested in such things.
I think Belle just wants to show off and strut around with the public security badge pinned on her coat.
If the manager is willing to assist, it would indeed be a great help to me. However, giving you a badge is out of the question. Nominally appointing you as an assistant public security officer, though, is a possibility.
Then you go ahead, Belle. I'll look after the store.
Then I'll go ahead and clear up the other community service appointments first. Let's meet on the street later. need to jump to any strange conclusions, Holly. Just tell me what's the matter.
Okay. Actually, it's about my good friend Teddy. He's been missing for several days now.
Missing? There doesn't seem to be any filed reports about a missing person in this area. Have you been to the public security office with your parents recently?
No, we haven't. Dad said since we just moved away from the old metro zone, we don't have the resources to deal with Teddy right now. But I'm really worried. I've never gone so long without seeing Teddy before.
Reporting it was the right thing to do, Holly.
The assistant public security officer is right. A disappearance is not a trivial matter and must be handled by public security. Do you have a photo of Teddy?
Yes, I have tons. At least I did. But during our move, because we were in a hurry to catch the evacuation train, all our luggage was...
Not a problem. Now, I will ask you a few questions. You must think carefully. The more accurate your answers, the higher the chance we will find Teddy. Understand? Let's start. Height? Weight?
Teddy is exactly 20 centimeters shorter than me, so he's 101 centimeters tall. He's heavier than me, about 32 kilograms.
Can you describe the color and style of clothes Teddy was wearing when he disappeared?
A blue shark onesie.
So, Teddy must look something like this, right?
Whoa, you can really draw, Miss Officer. That's Teddy. But
Last question I need you to answer. Can you do that for me?
okay,
When and where did you last see Teddy?
it was at the Gravity Cinema. I wanted popcorn, so Teddy went out to buy some. I waited until the movie was over, but Teddy never came back.
Gravity Cinema? That's right next to the branch office, and yet a disappearance happened.
I can't believe a crime would happen in plain sight like that. It's worth investigating.
Good. But first, I need to escort Holly home. Let's meet later near Gravity Cinema in Lumina Square. Judging from your appearance, it seems like you found something.
Please take a look, Jingyi. Not bad for an assistant public security officer, right?
Manager, why did you pick up so much trash? Don't tell me you thought all this was evidence.
Trash? So, it's all useless, huh? Guess being an officer isn't for everyone. I picked it up earlier. It's a signed poster and seemed collectible, so I thought I'd take it home.
It has value as a collectible? Then it shouldn't have been discarded so carelessly for you to find like that. Without the manager's deep knowledge of films, I might have overlooked this detail. The handwriting is a bit smudged, but you can still make out "To Holly." If it was dropped by Teddy, it's worth further investigation. Let me scan it. Look, there's residue of a strong reaction from highly active etheric matter. Quite a significant amount, too. An item outside a hollow contaminated with such a high concentration of etheric residue. This actually makes our search easier. I've also made some progress. I discovered a suspicious vehicle that was parked here when Teddy disappeared. If it's related to the disappearance, then the vehicle might also be contaminated with etheric residue. Let's go and check it out. Very good, Assistant Public Security Officer. We quickly tracked down the suspicious vehicle. As I suspected, there's residue of a strong reaction from highly active etheric matter on the rear wheels.
Oh, then is it our—
Huh? No, that's not how this works. Etheric residue is indeed suspicious. There are various causes for contamination with it. No worries. I'll handle surveillance of the—
Is it really okay to work continuously like this? Even if it's you, Jingyi, don't overdo it.
Juyuan always expresses the same. It's just unnecessary concern. Everyone is acting like this. Juyuan, Holly, and now even the manager. Humans are indeed an interesting species, projecting so much emotion onto things that are not even alive. Though helping citizens is part of a public security officer's duties, Teddy is just a bang-boo. In the end, the existence of intelligent machines is to be discarded and
I'm no expert, but the purpose of intelligent machines definitely isn't just to be discarded.
A most interesting species indeed. Don't worry. Bang-boo or automaton, we are not as fragile as humans. Today's investigation was very fruitful. With these leads, we can apply for an official search warrant from public security. If there's anything I need help with in the future, I'll be sure to contact you. I'll be leaving now. Pleased to meet you. I'm Public Security Officer Jingyi. Please tell me the specific request you have for public security community service.
Seems like autopilot mode kicked in again. What do you think? Should we wake up Jingyi?
Congratulations on becoming the head of public security!
Oh, very well. As head, my first command is to stop all community service. The video store managers? Oh, seems I was having a pretty good dream just now.
You seem kind of tired. Are you okay?
It had been too long since I last shut down, and my processors were being occupied with redundant data. That's all. It matters not. I've been keeping watch over the suspicious vehicle we identified last time, and finally caught evidence of it entering and exiting the Cretan Hollow. I've applied for personnel and carrots from public security. Once the approval goes through, we can go find Teddy.
Excuse me for interrupting. I thought I saw a public security officer heading this way. Ah, you must be Officer Qingyi. Our little Holly has really caused you trouble lately.
What is this for?
I'm so sorry. Kids don't understand. To trouble public security over such a matter is really making too much of a fuss. If it was lost, it's lost. That Bangbu was old anyway. I thought I might as well buy a new one for Holly this time. Just reset the Bangbu and give it to her. You can tell her you found Teddy and that'll be the end of all this.
Are you sure? Your daughter must have really cherished Teddy.
Right. Please trust that... Oh, wait a minute. I understand, if that's what you wish.
Huh, Qingyi? Why the sudden... He left quite decisively.
I think Teddy can still be saved. I mean the real Teddy.
He's just a father worried about his daughter. No need to argue over the details of the investigation with him. Moreover, I just received a message indicating that it's unclear whether this Teddy number 2 will be able to help. So, I've decided to handle it this way for now.
Did something happen, Qingyi?
Yes, the approval didn't come through. Bangbu can't be classified as people. It can't be handled as a missing persons case, only as a theft. So we can't get approval for extra personnel or a carrot. This means the rescue operation in the Hollow will inevitably be delayed. And by then, Teddy's chances will be quite slim.
But the idea from Holly's father is just too cruel.
I never said we were abandoning the real Teddy. It's just that bringing the real Teddy back in one piece isn't very realistic. You haven't forgotten, have you? The biggest advantage of intelligent machines is replaceability. If an arm breaks, just attach a new one. If the body is damaged beyond repair, just get a new one. As long as we can retrieve the most core memory chip.
Good idea. No wonder you're the public security's intelligence system. You see things from a different angle.
Master, stay calm. If you can't remain composed, then allow me to pour a bucket of cold cybernetic water over you. This plan has a flaw. Teddy is a model from 8 years ago, and there are aesthetic differences from this year's latest model. It seems Officer Qingyi's AI system requires further iteration for thoroughness.
That's not a problem. The difference between the Bangbu isn't that big. Just some modifications to make it look similar to the older version should do.
Okay, Fairy. No need to try to prove you're better. Please search for the specific differences between the old and new versions of the Bangbu.
Understood. Scanning the blog. OMG, is there anything cuter than the old Bangbu models? I just want to hug it to death. Result 1. The old version of the Bangbu has a super chubby tubby tummy. Am I the only one who loves its tummy? Result 2. The old version of the Bangbu is super duper cute the way it sputters with its mechanical kinetic core. Result 3. Wah. The previous version of the Bangbu clearly had more emotes. I miss those. Based on the results extracted from the blog, we can modify the new Bangbu's appearance based on these 3 points to perfectly replicate the old version of Teddy.
Sounds like you found some weird posts to read out loud.
You're very welcome.
In that case, the task at hand is quite clear. Let's start modifying Teddy number 2.
Officer Chingy. I just saw you and the video store manager on the street, so I thought I'd... What? Is that Teddy? You found Teddy already! This isn't Teddy. Officer, did you find the wrong Bangbu?
Are you sure, Holly?
Yeah, I'm sure. Teddy is my closest friend, and I would never mistake him. Teddy's ear should have a dent here from when he tried to protect me from falling one time. And Teddy's bottom should have glue on it from when I was little. The glue was stuck so strong that it wouldn't wash off. Officer Chingy, was it because you couldn't find Teddy, so you...
It appears that you remember everything about Teddy, Holly. Listen, it's all because this rookie public security officer here trusted the wrong information, and we got the wrong Bangbu.
Huh? You're blaming me?
Let's not forget that I'm a very experienced public security officer, and that I wouldn't make such a rudimentary mistake. From here on out, I will be taking over the case personally, and will definitely find Teddy.
Really?
Yes, really. So, we'll be busy now continuing this investigation. Can you return home on your own, Holly?
Yes!
What a sharp child. Even if they look nearly identical, and even if we could retrieve Teddy's memory, Teddy number 2 would still be a completely different Bangbu to Holly. I'll figure something out by myself. See you later.
I just tried contacting Chingy again, but still no reply.
Do you think she went into the hollow alone without getting approved for a carrot?
Very. Quickly search Internet for any post that might have...
Search complete. There is a suspicious post. The content is as follows. Esteemed proxies, I wish to hereby notify you of a Bangbu rescue commission in the Cretan Hollow. Based on data analysis and pattern recognition results, any interested parties may leave a message. Details to be discussed in person. Meeting face-to-face can effectively advance the work progress.
Data analysis and pattern recognition, along with that old-fashioned tone.
Bad news. There have been no responses to the post from any proxy, and the last message was posted by the author 13 minutes ago saying, I have arrived near the Hollow. Just checking one last time. If there are no takers for the job, then so be it.
Belle, if we hurry straight to the target area mentioned in the post, we might still make it in time.
Yeah, there's no time to lose.
Ready and waiting. Officer 148, Ju Yuan, ready. Awaiting further instructions. Ready for combat.
Master, I have located Officer Qingyi.
A familiar Bangboo indeed. We meet again, Faithin. As the #1 wanted proxy on Internaut, isn't it a bit careless of you to take the job?
I wanted to see why public security would be recruiting proxies. Consider it as banking some goodwill for future favors.
What? Did you know it was a job from public security when you accepted it?
To be honest, Officer Qingyi, your post on Internaut was way too obvious.
So it was too obvious, which is why nobody signed up for this gig. Then why would Faithin... No. Could you actually be a decent person?
It wouldn't hurt to say something nice without sounding completely shocked.
Very well. I suppose it's only fair to show a bit of courtesy now that I require your assistance. The situation is this. I'm tracking a vehicle related to the case, and have found traces that could belong to that car. I need a proxy for navigation inside the hollow. Please assist me with my investigation. The suspicious vehicle we were staking out was last seen here. All traces of suspicious activity must be investigated. Compared to the legal investigation, everything else counts as suspicious activity.
Master,
A forklift? It seems to be screaming, "I'm just a totally normal abandoned forklift. I'm not blocking anything at all." Proxy, don't overdo it.
Master, analysis complete. A route to the source of the distress.
Officer, we've detected it. You certainly know much so that I want to...
A route to the source.
Hopefully this time we'll be able to... Catch me if you can. So infuriating. Slow down. Hopefully this time we'll be able to...
I think I just heard a click.
The ejector failed to launch. Not to worry, I'll fix it.
The source is just up ahead.
Strange. The signal should have been coming from here. Teddy, is that you?
Bing Bong's here! The Bangboo Boonappers strike again!
Who's this?
I already said it! I'm Bing Bong from the Bangboo Boonappers! Oh, what do we have here? A little Bangboo that can talk! Don't see that every day! Gonna be sure to nab this one! Speaking of which, that emergency signal device that we took off of Bangboo, it is really coming in handy! Seems any Bangboo would fall for it.
Something's off about this guy. Let's get out of here and find Qingyi.
Oh? You're not going anywhere. You're property of the Bangboo Boonappers now! Here! Have a taste of this special Bangboo spray!
Everything suddenly went black. Did we lose the connection with Eos? Belle, are you alright?
All of a sudden, my eyes started hurting.
Your eyes?
Don't worry, I'm okay now. But what about Eos? What happened to it?
Fairy, Can you still connect to EOS? Hurry.
After disconnecting, I've sent 28 reconnection requests. All have failed. Now attempting to use a backup line.
EOS.
I have successfully connected via the backup line, but the transmission is extremely unstable. It appears that the communication system has been severely damaged. However, the communication signal between EOS and Qingyi hasn't been damaged. Do you wish to bridge a connection via EOS to connect to Qingyi? To prevent Master's identity from being exposed, I can add a heavy voice masking effect for both of you. However, there is still a 43% chance of you being recognized by Officer Qingyi. What's your decision, Master?
We have to save EOS.
Understood.
Qingyi, can you hear me?
Oh? Has the connection been restored? That's faith in... Officer Qingyi here. I've arrived at the scene. Let's go save your Bangbu. Huh?
Qingyi, go get some rest.
Understood. Huh? With pleasure.
Roger that.
Here comes the first. Sure.
Yep. Drop the weapon.
What now?
Target acquired. Going all out.
Understood. Have you ready, hands?
Roger that.
Sure. The suspect has given up and surrendered.
No! I've had enough! Please, go easy on me, officer. Anyway, what's a public security officer doing around here? Is it really worth all the trouble to come after a little resale business like ours?
Incorrect. At this moment, I am not a public security officer. Now, tell me, or you'll get a taste of this pepper spray. I mean, special Bangbu spray.
No, wait! No, that is not pepper spray! It's a It's a concentrated ether solution. Please, let me go. I'll tell you everything.
Concentrated ether solution? Eos!
That's right. The person you just heard is a fellow public security investigator. A heinous crime.
Wait, officer! I had no idea. I wouldn't dare do such a thing. Huh? Wait, didn't you just say you weren't from public security?
Then explain. Why did you attack a Bangbu? Where is your base? How did you carry out the crimes? I see. So you would use the concentrated ether solution to instantly corrupt the Bangbu and cause its systems to malfunction, disrupting communication, self-recovery modules, and other functions. If that's the case, then Teddy wouldn't be able to send out a distress signal to public security. But kidnapping Bangbu just to dismantle them and sell off the parts? How could he have embarked on such an unreliable path of crime? By the way, how is your Bangbu doing,
Is it serious?
He doesn't appear to have any cosmetic damage, but it seems like his intelligence has suffered a drop.
Master, I have both good news and bad news.
Tell me the bad news first.
EOS is only capable of basic communication for the time being. The module for collecting holo data has been damaged by 87%. Please do not use it. As for the good news, there is no more bad news.
Oh, Teddy has already been sprayed with the ether spray for several days. If we don't hurry, there'll be no hope of saving him. According to Bing Bong's account, there's still a whole pile of stolen Bangbu in their hideout. We've detained Bing Bong, but if we don't act now, it'll alert the others. But no matter what, we must continue the rescue.
Agreed. But Eos has been damaged. What should we do?
Officer Qingyi, I believe it is time to use that technology, if you know what I mean.
We sprung from the same stalk. What need each the other fry? An AI calculating an AI. But it is a good idea. You mean that technology, right? Very well. Let's proceed.
Very well. Let's proceed.
Wait, you AIs. Mind explaining in human language so we can all understand?
Affirmative. Translating communication into language that can be understood by humans. Using distributed computing, a portion of EOS's functions can be installed onto Officer Qingyi's system.
I still don't quite understand.
Understood. I will attempt to explain EOS and Qingyi's distributed computing technology in layman's terms. You will use sensory sync with Officer Qingyi. By using distributed computing, you can immediately restore the ability to search the holo as long as we can maintain stable communication.
To save every citizen of New Eridu, I'm not such a fragile existence like humans. Isn't that right, little Bangbu? I've granted you access to my interface, AI. Let's start the sync.
Understood. Initiating sensory sync. Packaging distributed virtual interface. HDD unidirectional control on standby.
Activate the connection.
Anyway, the secret passage is right. Sure enough, here it is. Oh, it's a shark boo. The chance of it being Teddy is...
Master, your powers of deduction know no bounds. The identity of this shark boo cannot be ascertained, but it is not Teddy.
It's all in a day's work for a public security officer. Proxy, I suggest you turn away. I don't want your Bang Boo to see what happens next. Oh, is this a memory chip? Criminals always say, dead men tell no tales. So the data... They've used the shark boo as a switch.
Enter the passcode.
Reminder, there is a 99% probability.
They've used this shark boo as a switch to open up the secret passage. Just what I thought the kind of criminal syndicate that would take in the likes of Bing Bong would lack the intelligence to be...
Although you fell victim to the shark boo's reflexive bite, fortunately, it has resulted in the discovery of the switch for the secret passage. Although you fell victim to the... There are 4 distorted numbers etched beneath the sticker. It's probably not the passcode for the secret passage. Is this the... Agreed. Officer Chingy is absolutely...
We've pieced together the clues. Enter the passcode to the You haven't...
I remember them.
Open green.
Master, one of your small size suggests... Captivated by the move...
So many Bang Boo.
Please note, for this...
Just like the shark boo earlier. Also, it's completely destroyed. It's still conscious. It's completely... Why is this Bang Boo's...
Master, it has tried to lie down flat, but has instead been rocking back and forth by 0.5 millimeters at an incredibly high frequency. Hypothesis. The avocado tried to play dead, but ended up exposing itself in its state of panic.
I am Officer Ching-Yi. Why is it... It's completely destroyed.
Sufficient gear coins paid. Authentic.
It's completely destroyed.
Go get some
Ready. Yeah, sure. Keep a lookout. Following orders. Understood.
Over here!
Standing by.
Sure.
Roger that. Target acquired. Going all out.
With pleasure. Justice is served.
Freeze. Yes. Ready. Fire's ready. Cease and desist.
Sure. Yeah. The corruption isn't obvious, but I've almost used up all my power. Don't worry too much about your friend, Avakabu. It'll wake up once it gets out and is all charged up. Link up to the Electroboo and read its memory chip.
It's the POV of the Electroboo.
It shocked its way through the door lock using high voltage.
This is deep inside the Bangbu Boonappers.
There are the guards.
What's the Bangbu doing? Don't move!
Huh? I think I just saw the silhouette of it. Hang on. There was a shark boo among all those Bangbu. Let me just check if it's Teddy. Teddy has a nick on his ear from when he was protecting Holly once. And there's glue on his butt that Holly stuck there when she was just a kid. It's Teddy. We did it! The corruption is... Now that we know where Teddy is.
We can't let any of her back!
This guy really knows how to fight.
You're at the boss fight out about this! Ouch! What? Oh! Trying to squeeze your way through? Oh, you'll never make it out. Ah! The Bangbu are escaped! Why you? What do you think?
The data's been corrupted. Go and manually... The Electroboo should still be mobile. There's still some info... The data has been recovered. This should be the Electroboo. Oh, the shocked Bangbu.
He's beating them silly. If you're not going to do this the easy way...
The Electroboo converts its last remnants.
That must be... This thug is their boss. Look, turns out that 0.73% guy is no joke. He's a few...
The Electroboo convert Bell.
That's pretty much all of the info. The Electroboo has been a real help. Teddy should be right. It's that 0.73% guy. It's completely destroyed. the way. It's completely destroyed.
The pressure's so high. The target is just up ahead. Can you hold on? I'm fine. Saving Teddy is what's important. Understood.
Copy that.
With pleasure.
We made it this far! What's this?
An elite enemy? Now things are starting to get a bit tricky. Nevertheless, I'm still going to get all of the civilians out of here. None left behind. Following order.
Orders received. Stay where you are!
There's nowhere to run.
Get out of my way!
Less than 50 meters. The hollow exit is just up ahead.
such an interesting species. These aren't living creatures. Yet they won't abandon them, no matter what. This obsession, longing, and suffering. Is that what life truly is?
Three strikes and you're done, right? We've already had public security's help 3 times now. Why don't we just skip today?
You misunderstand. I'm just here to express my gratitude. You 2 upstanding citizens helped me investigate the missing Bangbu case. Thank you. Teddy was repaired and I took him to Holly. It was quite moving to see them reunited.
Don't worry about it. Besides, we didn't really help that much, right?
Right. If it weren't for Qingyi, then we could have easily lost Eos.
Huh? What was that you were saying?
Oh, I was just thinking to ask how you've recovered, Qingyi.
My body is fine, of course. After some maintenance, I'm feeling even better than before. If anything, the real headache is that Zhuyuan and her constant nagging about how reckless we were.
Zhuyuan is probably just hoping that you will take better care of yourself.
Actually, I'm not a person who doesn't look after myself. I've always known how important I am. It's just that as automatons, our views on life are quite different from those of humans. In the end, the purpose of intelligent machines is to be discarded in place of humans when danger arises. However, you could say I felt a certain weight inside the hollow this time.
Huh? What do you mean by weight? Did you pick up something heavy?
Well, I guess I could say that I understood the weight of life. I don't know. Maybe I've been affected by humans somehow.
Actually, it doesn't matter if we're talking about a Bangbu or you, Qingyi. We've never thought of you as something that could just be discarded in a moment of danger.
Right. Both of you are important and irreplaceable partners.
A friendly reminder, Master. If you are handing out compliments, then please, don't forget Fairy.
I suppose this is a similar feeling to what happened inside the hollow.
And yet, you still haven't actually told us what happened in the hollow.
If you're so curious, then perhaps you'd be interested in applying to become an assistant public security officer.
Join public security? As cool as that sounds, the community service work is way too...
Speaking of which, after Zhuyuan heard the whole story, she decided to put the plan to completely abolish Internat on hold for now. As for the local community services, unfortunately, that will become a standardized project in the future. It's a real headache. By the way, I also brought the horror movies I rented for community service last time. I figured now would be the best time to return them. I felt like the scenes where someone was possessed really resonated with me.
Oh, what do you mean? How would an intelligent machine empathize with that? We can't let Eos meet Qingyi.
Huh? When did you get here, Eos? I mean, Bangbu 01?
The feeling of being possessed is indeed unbearable. But it really does seem to make you stronger, doesn't it?